ever been American, Africans, or Asians. To be one means being the best that you can be. There are men and women who practices peace and justice, who treat all people equally. We were all forced to say that we're Americans, a concept and dream that doesn't exist. It's the biggest lie taught and told all around the world by the usual suspects, white supremacists.
White supremacy.
White supremacy.
It's not easy
to destroy.
It
It produces most of the material things a lot of people want to enjoy. You see, they do it with economics. They produce so-called money that we were all forced to use and or need. And through education, we're taught to use that same damn money for wars to conquer others that's in need. They invented racial classification for all people by colors. It's really as simple as day and night, because there's really only two types of races of people: the white supremacists and the non-white. Sing it now.
White supremacy.
That's what I said.
It's not easy to destroy.
And it's not easy to destroy because it produced most of the material things a lot of people want to enjoy. You see, so-called Christians burn crosses representing a man named Jesus. Is that really the godly thing to do? Then afterwards lynch, hang, and kill innocent black people. What kind of creator is that for you, black people? There's no getting around the truth, folks. Even if you don't like hearing what I have to say, your children are dying from starvation and being killed by the same people who tells you to suffer until Judgment Day.
White supremacy.
That white supremacy. It's not easy to destroy because it produces most of the material things a lot of people really enjoy. You know, as the saying goes, the truth can hurt sometimes, and to ignore it, you only cause yourself trouble. Once the system of white supremacy takes control of your precious minds, it's very hard to break out of that bubble. But I understand you, my brothers and sisters, because I used to think the same way until I talked to a man named Mr. Neely Jr., and I listened very carefully to what he had to say. He said something like, white supremacy is not easy to destroy. It produces most of the material things a lot of people want to enjoy. And that's why none of us has ever been Americans, Africans, or Asians. To be one means to be the best that you can be. Americans, Africans, and Asians practice only justice, helping all mankind with guarantees. Justice guaranteeing that no one is mistreated in any way at any time. And for the people who needs the most constructive help, they'll be the first to get it each and every time. Sing it for me.
White supremacy. It's not easy to destroy.
It's not easy to destroy.
It produces most of the material.
It's in your mind.
A lot of people want to enjoy.
Let me say it again. As the saying goes, the truth can hurt sometimes, and to ignore it, you only cause yourself trouble. Once the system gets a hold of your precious minds, it's very hard to break out of that bubble. But I understand you, my brothers and sisters, because I used to think the exact same way until I talked to that man named Mr. Neely Jr., and I listened very carefully to what he had to say. And he said something like white supremacy. It's not easy to destroy because it produces most of the material things a lot of people want to enjoy.